Winter-like weather hit hard. Freezing temps, wind and snow made driving difficult across the state, including in Santa Fe. The Roundhouse seeing its fair share of snow on the lawn and the statues as well. While the snow has melted for most of the state, that is the concern this morning, Matt. Overnight freezing temps could mean those slushy roads could be freezing this morning.
Black ice is a horrible, horrible thing. So we'll talk about the roads. We'll talk about a number of schools that are delayed in just a minute. But first, at 6:31, we want to talk about the temperatures outside right now.
Yeah, just how cold is it? Here's meteorologist Cassandra Crimmy.
You guys, you talk about that snow melt and the possibility of freezing. Pretty much everybody statewide is below freezing temperatures. A lot of teens, a lot of 20s for us out the door. And some locations have temperatures in the single digits and even sub-zero category. Right now, it is 2 below in Raton. It's a degree in Alamosa and in Taos, 4 degrees in Las Vegas, 5 in Tucumcari, and only 10 degrees this morning in Roswell. The metro area, we have a lot of teens and 20s as well. In downtown Albuquerque, it's 22. In the valley, 18 degrees, and on the west side, 19 degrees with mid-20s in the Northeast Heights and in the foothills. But through the day, what to expect? We're really not going to break out of this cold. Not just yet. We'll have the mostly sunny skies, but frigid temperatures all afternoon long. About 39 degrees at noon, eventually climbing into just the low 40s. 5 o'clock, we'll get to about 40 degrees. So out the door this morning, not just for you, and when you're headed off to work, do you want to grab that jacket, but the kiddos, if they're standing out at the bus stop this morning, definitely bundle them up as temperatures will stay in the 20s for much of this morning. Coming up, though, we are going to see some warmer temperatures headed our way. We'll talk about the timing of that in just a few minutes.
And as I mentioned, all the snow and freezing weather causing some delays this morning in Colfax County. Well, actually, let's talk about some traffic first. Up north, that's where we do see some problems. nmroads.com, bad conditions. NM4 from Jemez to Los Alamos County, visibility is limited due to some light snow. And then we go south and east. That is to the right. Down near Roswell, out toward Portales, US 70 is bad as well. We have some icy roads and blowing snow down there. Keep on going over to the right. Yeah, down. There we go. Right, more to the right. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's Roswell. It's down there. Anyway, get a look at that map, the full one, at KRQE.com. Now, all the snow and freezing weather causing some delays this morning when it comes to schools. Cimarron Municipal Schools, Eagle Nest, Moreno Valley High School, you were on a 2-hour delay. In Curry County, Clovis Municipal Schools are on a 2-hour delay. Now, there are about 8 total. You can find those scrolling at the bottom of your screen, even during commercials. You can also check them out anytime at KRQE.com. Crystal.
Okay, there is some good news, Matt, or silver lining, if you will. All of that snow is getting skiers and snowboarders excited this morning. This is video from the Ski Santa Fe Cam. That area picked up several inches of snow yesterday. Some of the ski lifts left covered by the snow flurries. And officials at the Angel Fire Ski Resort say they got more than, get this, a foot of snow there, something they've been really needing. The Ski Apache Cam shows snow blanketed that area as well. And for the latest on all school business and road closures or delays, keep it here on KRQE. You can also stay up to date on the latest weather conditions by logging on to our website. That's KRQE.com.
Some other news now at 6:34. The former Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputy accused of killing another deputy is set to be in court in just a few hours. Tai Chan should have his arraignment on a first-degree murder charge at 8:30 this morning. That's in Las Cruces. This is where he will plead guilty or not guilty. Police say Chan shot and killed Deputy Jeremy Martin last month after they were drinking and got into an argument at this hotel in Cruces. Chan is still down there in jail. Well, an artist here in New Mexico is bringing back to life, so to speak, a homeless man who many say should never have been killed in the first place. Now, a painting of James Boyd, who Albuquerque police officers shot and killed, has sold for some big bucks, all to a man very close to that case.
A piece of art is about healing as well. The charity is about healing, so we want to support that.
Joe Kennedy here, the attorney for the Boyd family, picked up the painting at an auction this weekend. He dished out $2,100 for it. The money is going to go to Albuquerque Heading Home. It's a group dedicated to getting the homeless off the streets. David Santiago, this gentleman, is the artist behind the piece. He says he wanted to create something that stares back and will ingrain itself in your mind.
Everybody can recognize with him, he's in the public eye right now, and everybody can relate, why is this person who has a mental illness, why did this have to happen to him?
Santiago is selling prints of the portrait to get more money for Albuquerque Heading Home. And mental health, as you can imagine, still a very high-profile issue here in Albuquerque.
And now some city councilors want to put a lot of money toward projects to help the mentally ill, and they could vote on a proposal to do just that tonight. Councilor Isaac Benton says the gap in the homeless and mental health population needs to be closed. He and Councilor Brad Winter are behind a proposal to pitch in more than $1 million to combat the mental health crisis. Based on findings from the Task Force on Behavioral Health, Benton says $500 grand would go toward those caught up in the revolving door at the county jail. He says for too many, it's the only place they can get help.
These are people that have behavioral issues that are chronically involved in the criminal justice system.
Now, some of the money could go to more short-term housing for people released from jail. More than $600 grand could help give the homeless dealing with mental illness a place to stay. Again, council is set to vote on the proposal tonight. First responders are kicking off a collection drive to help homeless APS students. Sirens for Homeless Students kicks off at 10 this morning at the Albuquerque Ambulance Headquarters on Montbell Northeast. You can drop off non-perishable food, school supplies, and toiletries at any fire or police station in the city between now and December 3rd, rather. Time now is 5:63. 6:37, that was way off. What was that? A young girl gets a second chance at life thanks to a New Mexico woman she didn't even know.
We'll go back to your time issue in a bit. But first, today we're hearing from the woman from Grants who, get this, donated her kidney to a 4-year-old in Utah who she never really knew.
I love this story.
Me too. Catherine Rizzone is here. Catherine, you've been following this from the very beginning.
That's right, I have, Matt. Well, I'll tell you what, the two are out of surgery. The Grants woman is said to return to New Mexico today, and that's after what doctors told her was one of the most successful transplants they had ever seen.
I can't express my words on how I felt when I saw Liliana, knowing that a piece of me was inside her that's given her a second chance at life and has literally saved her life.
A picture worth 1,000 words. In it, Liliana, a 4-year-old from Idaho, and her kidney donor, Jennifer Allen, from Grants, New Mexico. Just hours after the successful surgery and only a month after the two met in person for the first time.
How strangers can be so attached through these whole months and during this one day of the surgery.
They first crossed paths online. When Allen heard Liliana's rare disease meant her kidneys were failing and she was in desperate need of a transplant, Allen knew she wanted to help.
A little pain is so worth just to see the look on that child's eyes, knowing that, wow, I get to be a child again. I get to do things that normal kids would do. And that right there, says it all.
Despite Allen having a different blood type, doctors said she and Liliana were compatible. After a struggle for funding, the New Mexico donor was able to come up with the $700 to travel to Utah for the surgery, hotel costs, and follow-up appointments. The money came from people across the nation, some complete strangers. Liliana's family was able to get a hold of funds too, and it saved a life. The two went into surgery Thursday. Doctors said it was an overwhelming success.
Liliana's team came in with her doctors and her surgeons and said, this is absolutely amazing. We've never seen a kidney transplant that actually went so well. It was, oh my goodness, just seeing her face and her happiness. She knew that I made her feel better.
Now, doctors told Allen her kidney started working as soon as they put it inside little Liliana. Allen hopes her story will spread awareness about living donors. Back to you.
All right, thank you for following this story, Catherine, and sharing. Allen was discharged from the hospital on Saturday. Now, Liliana was expected to stay for a month, but get this, doctors say she's doing so well, she could be discharged in about a week. Liliana's family is looking for a place in Utah so they can be close to her doctors. For more information on how you can help and the other stories about Liliana's journey, head to our website, krqe.com, a little bit later today.